Well, I'm Brian Huffman. I'm the Executive Director of the Housing Authority and the nonprofit Housing Development Corporation of Lebanon County, which is actually the entity that was developer of the Mifflin Mill site. And Mrs. Betty Eichmann. Betty is the president of the nonprofit. She is the lady that lets me go out and play with big toys and do things like this. And for that, I am greatly appreciative. It's great to have someone that you work for that has confidence, that lets you take a risk. And we took a pretty big risk with this. Betty, would you like to take this?
I'd like to welcome Ari to share this special moment with us, and this is a pretty big toy for anybody. He worked very hard to earn it, and you can see the results. It's absolutely beautiful. It has done a lot for this neighborhood. It has done a lot for the city, and we appreciate your work and the work of the others involved in this to bring it finally to fruition. And we just have a few units left, and it'll all be filled, and that's what we want. So thank you again for coming out and sharing this with us.
Our goal is to have, I said to somebody, Christmas lights in all the windows for the holidays. I think we're very close to that. But it has been a long journey. I went back through my calendar in preparation today and realized the first discussion I had with anybody about this site was the 3rd of March of 2006. And here we are 3.5 years later. There are a lot of people to thank. I'm just the facilitator. That's all I ever viewed my job in this as, was the person that just tried to find the right people to do the job. And there are a few people I need to thank, beginning certainly with the architects Todd Thomas and Joseph Connor back there from Kaler. This is their vision. What you see in front of you came out of their very creative minds. I asked them, design me some townhouses that looked old and would look like they belonged in this neighborhood. I think the one thing I said to Joseph about a dozen times was no cars parked in the front yard, and I think they pulled it off in spades. Of course, they do the drawings on paper, and that's all they are. It remains the job of some very talented craftsmen to turn this into reality. Tim Sherman and Ray Myers. Did Ray go hiding someplace, or is he over there? Tim is the project manager, and Ray Myers was the job superintendent. They're the ones that turned those lines on a piece of paper into what you see in front of you. They did a wonderful job, and they all financing, Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, and Dave DeRay is here. Without their faith in us, this would not have been possible. Dave, Fulton Financial, the folks from Fulton Financial here. They were our equity underwriters. They purchased our tax credits. Again, they took a risk. They had faith in us. The county and the city, CDG money, Act 137 funds, and just helping us facilitate this whole process. The state, we got money from DCED for using an old urban site, an old factory site. That was incredibly important. All my staff, we just did an awful lot of work and put up with some grumpy days from the boss when I would moan and groan and maybe things weren't going particularly well. And
thank you one more time, and wish that God bless you too much, because you and the people that was involved in this project, because this is the first step for a lot of us to get our first house. And to have your first house, like you feel like this is your house, you can do whatever you want because it's your house, it's a big, big, big emotion for us. Thank you, and God bless you again.
As a youth department, we had a local baker, turn around so people can see it. We had a local baker create a gingerbread house that's a replica of Carmen's house.
Oh, that's
Isn't this beautiful? I couldn't agree more. It's gorgeous.